welcome back. So, Ricky Gervais' new Netflix animated comedy, Alley Cats, sound like it should be an easy win. Imagine the office style humor mixed with talking stray cats, a little bit of art, and an adult comedy edge. Unfortunately, the final result is far less entertaining than the premise suggests. Alley Cats follow Gus, an orange stray cat voiced by Ricky Gervais, and his friends Pons, Puke, Olive, and Fang. The group come across a lost black kitten named Kitten, who is innocent, frightened, and vulnerable. They decide to help her find her way home, giving the series an opportunity to mix crude comedy with an surprisingly emotional story. The biggest problem is that the show simply isn't very funny. The dry humor rarely lands, the cynical jokes feel awkward, and the characters don't have the kind of sharp banter you would expect from a Ricky Gervais comedy. The show also leans heavily into offensive humor, including jokes about disabilities, race, sexuality, and Ponzi's identity. The problem isn't simply that the jokes are offensive, it's that they feel incredibly dated and predictable. Instead of being clever or genuinely provocative, many of them come across like jokes from an edgy teenager's comedy routine from decades ago. The animation doesn't help either. The cats frequently have exaggerated expressions that are repeated throughout the episode, while many scenes feel strangely static. Characters often sit around talking instead of actually moving through the environment, making the show feel more like a comic strip than a fully animated series. The voice performance are another weakness. Several characters sound slow and monotone, and the comedic king timing frequently feels slightly off. Kitten is arguably the strongest character because her voice performance has more emotional energy and variation. Another major issue is the storytelling. The main premise is supposed to be about the cats helping Kitten get home, but the series regularly wanders into unrelated side stories. There are plots involving bees, an unnecessary romance storyline, and other distraction that makes the show feel unsure about what it wants to be. Ironically, the fifth episode proves that Alley Cats could have been much better. That episode gives Kitten more emotional depth and allows the character to feel like actual people or cats with something meaningful at stake. It also shows that Gervais can create genuine heart without constantly relying on offensive jokes. Unfortunately, the series doesn't maintain that quality consistently. Even though the later episode contain a few strong moments, they can't overcome the show's bigger problem. Overall, Alley Cats is a disappointing animated comedy with a promising concept but weak execution. The animation feels cheap, the humor rarely works, the offensive jokes feel outdated, and the story struggles to find a consistent direction. If you are a huge Ricky Gervais fan, you may still want to give it a chance, but for everyone else, Alley Cats feel more like a frustrating missed opportunity than the hilarious adult animation it could have been. Thank you for watching. Bye.